Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Marcus Aurelius, and this is Dominions 4, Thrones of Ascension, Byzantine Pythium. Now, I would like you all to do me a favor. If you enjoy my LPs, if you enjoy this nation, what I would like you to do is I would like you to go into the comment section of this video, and I want you to leave a comment that says thank you to Mr. Burnsaber and tells him what a complete badass he is, because let me show you what he did. He added a cavalry commander to this nation, an contemporaries, which is a real thing. It's based on actual Byzantine unit that was made up of the orphans of slain officers. And in this mod, that unit is a commander unit with inspiration +1 to all people underneath him. So that's awesome. He also added a horse archer Verdarioti commander, which can lead them as well. But, best of all, we now have Vestal Archons. These are leaders of the battle Vestals. They have, of course, one priest, so they could bless their own Vestals, but they also have a 90% chance of a magic path in one of these areas, which is just awesome, and they just look fantastic. This might be a mistake. Forge bonus of -1%. I think he might have meant -10% or -1. I'm not sure. Either way, I'm not going to be using these ladies to forge, so I'm not too worried about it. But look at this. They have a Herald Lance ×3 versus undead demons. Now, I'm sitting here thinking of a way that I could turn one of these ladies into a thug. Probably not too possible, but look at this defense. Look at this, 21 defense. And with my blessing, they'll get 16 attack skill, 11 hit points, plus they'll get 16 hit points. These ladies are going to be beasts. If I just find some way to give them excellent protection, some good armor, and if they get the right, like, body ethereal, oh man, can you imagine? Anyway, if you can tell, I'm a little bit excited because this is very good stuff. So please go into the comments and say thank you to Burnsaber. Be sure to tell him what a cool guy he is. He's from Finland, right? Finland, where they still have reindeer and stuff. I mean, it must be freezing cold up there right now, and he is in there making mods for us all to enjoy. So the man deserves a lot of praise. So what's new? Okay, well, I talked about this a little bit in the text of my last video, but I'll explain it to you here in living color. Down to the south, we have one province, this one, which is plains and mountains. Everything else, mountains, swamps, nothing, forest. So this is my only high-income province, and that's even assuming it has a high population, and it's to the south of me, and the south is just sucky. To the east, we have, unfortunately, Bloodhenge Druids and Dark Vines, so that's going to be kind of troublesome. Jay's scouting that out for us. I was going to move these guys over there since I want this throne province eventually, but it's just not, they're not going to do very well there. So I'm taking them down here because it's this easy area to conquer, and it's around my capital, but it's just not very valuable area. Now this area right here is a plain and a forest, but not only that, but it connects to the other area where I assume Ermor is, somewhere yonder. So taking this province and building a fortress here would be very good. This is just a forest province, but watch out here because Oceania, 2 cold, 1 death, 1 misfortune is their dominion. So they're fighting against me for that. So I need to be very, I mean, I'm surrounded by people with death dominions, and I need to work hard to ensure that that doesn't become a problem. Now, this right here, this is the promised land. We have plains here, plains here, plains here, plains here, or nothing here, sorry. Plains here and plains here. Look at all these plains. This is money, 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 and we need this. And it looks like plains here too. I guess I don't know what you would call it really when there's nothing, like no hills, mountains, forests, or plains. It's just stuff, I guess. I don't know. But we definitely want this. This is money in the bank, and we need it, which means we're going to come into conflict with Oceania. And it might be good for us anyways, because Ermor's going to be a problem, and the capital is important because it's the only place we can get the Emperor, it's the only place we can get some of the units, but really it's not that important. So if we move the center of our empire up here, we'll have a much safer base from which to move from, and we can still recruit Theurgs, and we can still recruit most of our troops. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not giving this up. We're going to have to hold this tooth and nail, but it could be the edge of our empire rather than the center of it. At least that's kind of what I'm thinking. So I believe we left the last turn pretty much ready to end the turn. I think we were doing everything we needed to do, and we're going to continue to do that. First thing, I just want to check and see. Yeah, I need, despite how cool these ladies are, and these guys, oh, look at that. Wow. We're still going to need a Theurg. The way I look at it is an Emperor will take, where is he? There he is. Will take 2 turns to recruit. That's my biggest issue with him. The money's not that big of an issue. It's the money. And, I'm sorry, no, jeez. The money is not that big an issue, it's the time. And I can recruit 2 Theurgs for the amount of time it would take to recruit 1 Emperor. And that's twice the undead destroying power. So I'm going to stick with that for a while, at least until we get a second fort up, which I will hope to be here maybe, but also probably wouldn't be a bad idea to do one here. Although, this will be a fort purely for mages. I don't think we're going to be able to get much out of it in terms of troops. Maybe mages and weak troops. But you know, there is something that I wanted to do, and that is, frankly, these guys aren't that much worse than these guys. But they're cheaper, and they have half as many resources, so I'm just going to stick with these for a little while longer, just because I need massed troops, you know. And, well, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 I can recruit, yeah? These guys. Oh, I guess it's the same. What? Oh, sorry. Sorry. These guys. The Velites. And I might as well just get enough of these guys to utilize the resources. This is a very delicate game I am playing here. Okay. Alright. Best of both worlds. But next turn I'm going to recruit more of these guys once my gold stores are up higher. Because, again, well, 7 protection is pretty lousy versus 13. But not by that much. Honestly, on the field of battle, I think I might be better served by having a ton of these guys than a small amount of these guys. Especially against Ermor. Because Ermor is a bunch of really weak skeletal troops, but they're unroutable. They have super high morale. So my usual strategy of like one strong guy who's killing things left and right is not going to work on these guys. Basically, we just need to match them soldier for soldier. At least that's how I see it. I mean, maybe one of you guys who know a bit more about strategy than I can help me with that. The next thing that's very important is this gentleman right here, the Wolf Tribe Shaman. 1 nature, chance of death. I need to get some of those in my army. But also Lizard Shamans. 1 nature, but they are also sacred, and they have astral. So they can be part of my communions. They basically get me into nature. And there aren't that many actual good nature battlefield spells that require super high nature, but right off the bat, not even being involved in a communion, either of these 2 guys can cast protection on a small group of my Vestals, giving them 10 protection, or even 15, if I don't know exactly, 10 or 15. And that's even without a communion. Once I get a communion involved, anything's possible. We could start casting wooden warriors. We can do a lot of crazy stuff. So it's important for me to build, well, I guess, both a temple and a lab. And that's what's going to be the problem. People keep saying, oh, get them out right away. Well, I'd love to, but it's going to cost me 1,000 gold at least, right? 500 for the temple, 500 for the lab. So we'll see what we could do. This province, I'm going to keep generating scouts. I'm going to put them on repeat, and I'm just going to... I need more intelligence right now. I need to find out where Ulm is. I need to find out where Scaleria is. I need to know what I'm dealing with right now. If I get focused on Ermor and Oceania, I might miss something like a huge undead army of Scaleria over here or something crazy. So, that's where we find ourselves, folks. Thaumaturgy is completed. Bergamum. This should be easy. There's only supposed to be 10 guys there. Yeah. No problemo. Oops, not what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. We lost 2 Vestals. That's when you know that you want to go and restock, when you're losing Vestals to random newbies. And ooh, there's Scalaria. Apparently Marignon has found them. So great. I was kind of hoping Marignon would help me against Ermor, but they have problems of their own. Now let's just stop for a minute and look at these guys. These guys are basically the exact same as my guys, only they have a little skull on their shield because they're evil. And that's how you can tell when someone's evil, is they have a little skull on their shield. And other than that, though, I believe their stats are pretty much the same. I mean, I'll have to see when we're in battle against each other to truly compare, but they look right. I mean, this guy has experience too. We have to take that into consideration. I bet you, though, they're pretty much the same. They're just the skull guys, and we're the not skull guys. But they also have these folks called lictors, who are sacred, and they have this lictor axe with a 21 damage attack. Stop the dead. Only affects undead beings. So that's kind of... Oh, right, because this is Scalaria, and they're supposedly, in the lore, fighting against Ermor. They're using the undead, but they're also trying to kill the undead at the same time. So this is not useful against us, but these guys are still sacred. Defense +2, so they have some water magic. Reinvigoration +2, earth magic. Magic resistance +1, a little bit of astral. So water, astral, and earth. Okay, so those are the lictors. You're just a captain. Occultist, simply 1 holy and sacred, nothing too interesting there. And a thaumaturg. So this is their version of my thaumaturgs, and as you can see, mine are obvious, or my theurgs. Mine are better at astral, but they have death. But in general, these guys are the equivalent of my like assistant theurgs, the ones that aren't that good. They obviously have something better that compares with my really high level theurgs. Okay. So it's going to be kind of funny when we're fighting against Ermor and Scalaria, because we all have pretty much the same troops, just different heraldry. Well, of course, in Ermor's are skeletons, but Marignon did not survive this one. Well, I mean, that's what else are you going to do with a bunch of archers? I mean, come on, guys. Scalarian cultist. Okay. Deadlands. Huh, that's a beautiful name. A demon has possessed a herd of swine. Misfortune 3. Bad. What in the... This is my dominion, too, so I don't know why it's 2 misfortune. Maybe there's a crazy site there. And Deadlands? Oh, that is Deadlands. Goal Reap. And this one has no misfortune, luckily. And this one's strongly under my dominion. And it looks like Ermor is going somewhere else. They've decided taking the Sea of Karassos was all they wanted to do, and thank goodness for that, because I'm more than happy to engage them on land, but right now I'm not really set up to engage them on sea, so I'm glad the AI is not smart enough to take advantage of that. Alright, Scouty Scout Scout, let's get you up here. You're going to be Ermor Scout. Meanwhile, archers, militias, light infantries, what do I have left here? No, I should, you know, but I don't. Just to throw away an army is just a bad idea. Okay. Well, Oceania doesn't seem like they want any trouble either, so let's go here. And troops. Here's our new Theurg, Satinois. He is 2 fire and 2 holy. I know this is kind of a low-down job for him, but he's going to be on temple building duty, assuming I ever get enough gold to make that viable. And then once I build a temple, then we can just build these silly priests and have them build the rest of the temples. We'll also be able to build the Iconodual, I think. No, I need a lab for them. The Iconoclast. I just need a lab for them. I don't need a temple. So, damn, man. So much infrastructure. Yeah. Anyway. Oh, did I put repeat on this? Huh. Did I really? Well, I guess that doesn't hurt. And... Okay, fine. All right, well, research. We're at Thaumaturgy 2, which, if you recall, gives us Mind Burn and Desiccation, which are 2 of our attack spells for the water guys. For site searching purposes, we should go further, but we're not there yet. So we're going to do some manual site searching at first. So what was the next one I said? Alteration? Is that where I want it to be? I can't even remember. I was really busy at work today. Numbness is worthwhile. Quickness, okay, alteration to 4. Plus, oh yes, that's right, and it gives us, for our nature guys, it gives us bark skin for the caster, but where is it? Protection. So, yes, alteration. Absolutely. And that is that. Okay, alteration level 1. Obelsheen, fire gems plus 5. Awesome. Let's view the battle. And of course, we're not going to be able to afford a fort here anytime soon, even if we win. Okay, ladies, let's see what you're all about. Did we get all of you in one hit? No, we did not. Okay, so 2 blesses. And who did we get? Did we get any of them? Alright. Sorry, folks. I just want to make sure. I want to see how far my blessing goes, because that'll impact. See, they didn't even get blessed. So maybe now I need 3 blessings to get enough of them. Because if they're not blessed, they're just sitting ducks. And by the way, you just saw my little velites take out 2 heavy cavalry. So, as I said, they are not that bad. And you also just saw 2 heavy infantry take out one of my vestals, which is ridiculous. And someone here is casting spells. Maybe that was just my guy and he missed. I guess that's possible. We lost a Vestal and a Velite. That's alright. Okay, so here now we have a plain province. Oh, and they haven't made it across. That's good. Antifates. You can go over there. Meanwhile, you guys will go up here. Rudimentary province defense here. This is going to be a good province defense because they have cataphracts and light cavalry and light infantry. And a centurion. Okay. You guys, back home. More priests. Actually, let's just save some money for a moment. And oh, and by the way, you might be wondering, Marcus, how come you aren't naming people? I'll do that. I'll do it between videos. I don't want to take that much time actually during the recording to do that. The Urg Acolyte. And some of you might be wondering, why not recruit these guys to start communions? Well, because I can only recruit 1 commander at a time, and I'd rather recruit someone who has some bite. And then when I get, like I said, a second fort and things are a little easier, then we'll start recruiting the communicants. But right now, these acolytes, they can act as slaves if I need them to. And a bit cheaper. Okay. Okay, beautiful. Another one of these guys, maybe? No. 2 more of these guys. Yes. Okay, so 2 astral, 2 fire. You're going to search for magic sites. And then next turn, when you have some more money, you're going to build for us. And you're a scout. So we're going to move you. You're going to go up and scout Oceania. We have found Scaleria. Just as I mean, that's almost exactly where I drew my little imaginary circle. But if they're screwing around with Marignan, oh my. They are ridiculously powerful. You know what, Jay? I'm not going to risk you against Scaleria, because then that wouldn't make sense if you die in Scaleria and end up in Ulm, right? That's just silly. But what I am going to do is I'm going to have you go brave this province and then move up. Because Ulm must be up here, right? I mean, it's all we've got left. There's Ermor, right at the capital of my buddies, Marignan. Okay, this is ridiculous. The enemy seems to be expanding much faster than I am. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 provinces. They have at least 1, 2, 3, 4. Even if we just draw a line, 5, 6, 7, 8. They have to have at least 8, probably more. Then Ermor's here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh boy. Oh, there's Ulm. So where are they in relation to me? Okay, Jay. We're going to send you, I guess, down here. Hope for the best. No, we'll send you around where it's safe. But there's Ulm. So Marignan is kind of in the middle of it. They have Scaleria, Ermor, and Ulm. So it's great that my buddy is in such dire straits. It's good. It's good. All right. Well, such is life. And Dares, you can research if he wasn't already. He's searching for magical sites. In fact, well, he's covering the 2 fire. So really, we only need Etonios, who's 2 water. So we'll take him out for a second too. And holy moly, we're in it deep, folks. We are in it so deep. Chris Lighthawk, Burnsaber, I need you guys to save me here. Somebody save me. Actually, I really don't like Superman at all. I'm a Batman fan, as you all know, but it is a interesting song. All right, no magic sites. Marignan versus the Independents, because that's exactly what you should do when you're being surrounded by 3 hostile armies, is go against the Independents. All right. Royal Guards. Look at these guys, right? I mean, they are beautiful. They're very orange. Very, very orange. But 21 protection, 16 defense. They have the bodyguard ability. They are really cool. And then we have a Witch Hunter who doesn't look cool at all. I was expecting kind of like Warhammer Witch Hunters, you know, with like the pilgrim hats. And instead I get this, I don't know, priesty looking guy. 2 fire, 1 astral, 1 holy. We have Pikeneers. Very good. They have length 6 pikes. Their weapons are longer than anything my people have. But it's not the size that counts, folks. It's how you use it. We have Flagellants, who are incredibly cool because they have flails. And flails are pretty cool. I believe they have the same effect. Yeah, +2 versus shield. And they're sacred. And remember now, Marignan, as my disciple, gets my bless, which actually isn't that great. But it'll be something. I mean, these guys will get 14 hit points and 11 attack skill. So that's not chop liver. And we have more of them here. And then we have a friar, just a sneaky priest. And crossbowman. All right, cool. Let's just see them in action real quick, especially our cavalry. Vroom. Would have been better if they went after the commanders, but whatever. There's some mind burning going on, and they won, as I expected. So they lost 2 Pikeneers. All right, this is a pretty decent army then. We're fighting in Grey Mercs, and we should wrap this up without any problem whatsoever. We have more Vestals than we know what to do with. We lost 9 Velites and a Vestal against Bear Tribe. It must have been the shaman. He must have cast some crazy spells. Another Battle of Scaleria. Oh, this is the one with the dark vines. Oh, I see. Those are the elephants that you cruelly stole from me, and you're using them. Ooh. Do elephants like blood slaves? And do they have enough? I mean, look at this. There's like 50 of them there. Why don't you guys summon a devil? I hope the elephants die. But they are completely ignoring the dark vines and going after the mages. But they're running. Yes! Flee, you fools! Look, look, I just want you guys to see this. I want you to see this. Let's put this at regular speed. No, regular speed. The blood slaves are beating up the elephant. Look at that. Blood slaves. Just killed an elephant. Good for them. Good for them. All dead. Although 2 of the druids are gone. And -10 blood slaves. That means there's 10 more than there used to be? That's weird. Anyway. Okay, so this is important. This is close to our castle. It's close to the throne. We cannot let the foul Scalarians get it. In fact, they are a bigger threat, honestly, it appears, than Ermor. We are not finding any Ermor in this general vicinity. Oceania has decided to recruit a horsey. Actually, it is a Afroi Hierophant. And Sea of Mermaids is apparently their capital. How do I know this? Because I have apparently a beautiful, amazing vision of everything around me somehow. So that must be their capital. It's their only fortress. So, well, as long as they stay off our land, and you, my friend, are going to construct a... Oh, that's good. Our fortresses are only 800 gold. We don't have those like 1,000, 1,200. I mean, they're not as good, but I'm mostly going to build them for mages, not necessarily for troops. And temples are only 400. Were they always 400? I don't know. Anyway, we're building a temple. Okay. Vestals. And troops. Monkey, we are giving you the house, buddy. You are loaded up. And you are going to hang out with Yams, of course. In fact, Yams, I think you have done enough good for us to warrant a guard. So there you go. The problem is, though, we want you to bless the ladies, not yourself. So we're going to put your guards slightly behind you, and they're going to move up. That's how we're going to do that. I would put them slightly in front, but I'm afraid they'll draw arrow fire. Well, maybe just a little in front. Okay, and these guys are going to do their business. They're going to hold an attack. These gentlemen are going to hold an attack rear. And you are going to bless 3 times. Ooh, and now you have fun stuff. Do I want you to do Sermon of Courage, or do I want you to do Desiccation, which is fun? Or do I want you to do Mind Burn, which is fun? 20 Fatigue. 20 Fatigue. Area Effect 1, Precision 100, so it's going to hit no matter what. Range 100. This only takes 1 person, though. So Desiccation takes a few people. It won't kill them, but it will affect them with severe dehydration, and they're going to suffer fatigue. Starfires will just attack with some magical damage. Arcane Bolt. Deadly for magical beings. I mean, they're going to get +1 morale for being blessed. I might regret this, but I think you're going to Sermon of Courage on your own. So we're going to Desiccate, so that you're a bit more offensively useful. And then I'm sure they'll Sermon of Courage when it comes down to it. Alright, so Monkey and Yams, you guys are the East Force, and you're going to go after these Bloodhenge Druids, and then you're going to protect us from the foul fiends of Scaleria. Etienne, you are going to search for magic sites. Marius, hey Marius, you are going to go south. All of our scouts are moving. There's Padro. Oh right, he's the commander, the random commander that I hired. Yes, welcome Padro. Welcome to the team. We're low on resources. No, we are not. Alright, so money seems to be pretty good. We're pumping out the Vestals really well. I want to start recruiting these guys, but they're pretty expensive, and they don't synergize well with my Vestals, who don't have any protection. So once I get another castle up, I'm going to start getting them, and I'll have them move in separate armies than the Vestals. Okay, so we're at 2 alteration. We need 4, but at 3 we'll get protection. So what I need to do, and I'll do that after this gentleman builds a temple, is he'll move down here and build a lab. And a temple. Shoot. Well, I need lizards. I mean, what can I do? I need them. Okay, 12. 13, 14, 15. Now, there's always the chance that there is a level 3 or level 4 site in this province that I am missing. And I will rectify that in the future. But I'll focus on the provinces that are most likely to have stuff, which are forests and mountains and not necessarily plains. But that is a thought. I mean, there could be a really awesome site here that generates tons of gems that I'm missing because I'm doing it manually. So I'll have to go back and fix that. That's the kind of stuff I could do between turns when you guys aren't paying attention. Meanwhile, I have a serious question here. Should I continue my offensive against Oceania? I mean, they did declare war on me, but they haven't done anything against me. And I've heard that until you fight with the enemy, they could, like, not declare war on you. Like, they could decide, we're not going to do this. And that might be useful. Here we have tons and tons of guys. And this army is getting a little beat up. I don't want it to be all Vestals. So you know what? Why don't we... We're going to send Padro up with some reinforcements. He's just going to ferry troops around. And they are going to move... Well, I may regret this, but they're going to move here. I was thinking of moving here and claiming this, but... And then they're going to try to go up through here, so we can just be peaceful with Oceania for a short while anyway. And I know we're well past 30 minutes, but we're going to go with one more turn. No magic sites. Solian. Alright, so far it's been kind of Cold War. Nobody's really gotten any fights yet. And it's this army again, and they should win. Okay, do they have magic weapons? No, they do not. I saw some, like, flashing light. I thought maybe they were using magic weapons, but I guess not. Okay, good. Good. This army's good. Solid. Where is Solian? Wow. Ermor really likes the water, guys. They really like the water. They like swimming. They're big fans of swimming. What the hell? They are here? They are here? Ulm's not screwing around. They're building a temple. They're like, no, no, no. There's Scaleria. This is just a cluster right here. Here we are. Oh man. So that, I mean, Ermor is ridiculous. They must be all over here, but we'll know for sure when we move Antifates down here. And you have done what you need to do. Satnioes, who will be renamed soon. So you're going to move down here. And actually, Etionios is going to do that too, to continue site searching. And I built that temple for a reason, so I could build priesties. So we'll do one priest. And then, new scout, he will move to the west. And actually, I've lost track of Jay. There he is. Sorry, Jay. Gotta keep you moving. We're going to try to succeed where Scaleria failed. Padro is going to move some troops up to the front. Not nearly enough, but it is what it is. And we really should have 2 expansion armies right now, but we can't afford them. Alright. Marius, you'll go down here. You're going to stay where you are. Let's get the province defense up a little bit. You are going to continue to scout out here. And that's it, I guess. One more turn. Alteration 3. Uruk, the commander of Ulm, has claimed the throne of bones. The dormant Tenor gods are awaking. La Diana, ruler of Marignan, she who saw Dikaesune first, has awakened. Very good. That's my disciple. Giant's Rest. This is Ermor. Ermor is expanding like crazy. Okay, so you can see that Ermor has the same little cute skull pattern as Scaleria, except it is being wielded by skeletons. And they are pretty shitty. They have decent defense due to the shield. But their hit points are really low. They're undead and mindless and generally not good guys. But then we have this Spectator. Ethereal, sneaky, chill aura, doesn't have to eat to death. He can start spamming skeletons, and he has fear. So that's what we're really going to have to be worried about. Not their recruitable troops, but the spammy troops. Soulless, those guys really suck. So let us witness the devastation as this undead horde is just overpowering these poor light infantry. Yeah. They're like, Not good. Not good, friends. Let's see how we do in the Great Furl. We have to rescue these poor virgins and train them how to fight so that they could join us on the front lines. If any survive the battle. We just killed one. She was running for some reason at us, probably asking to be rescued, and we killed her. Very good. That's not how you do it, guys. And now, my virgins versus their virgins. Who do you think's gonna win? If you guessed their virgins, you were absolutely correct. What in the hell? Oh my goodness gracious. We only lost one of them, but they sure ran fast. So that means... No, they're still... Okay, they didn't actually run. They must have been chasing someone behind. I'm not sure what they were doing. Jay, you're going here. Dentatus, here. And you know what we're going to do, folks? Nothing. Because even if we capture the throne, we can't claim it. That's a good question, actually. The only person who can claim a throne in our entire empire is the Emperor. Because you can't communion yourself stronger outside of battle. So, I guess it's time, folks. There he comes. That means 2 turns of sitting around. Okay, you, priest. You're gonna need to build temples. Oh, I wish we had more money. In the meantime, we're gonna need to conquer more lands and get more money. So... we could take the throne. I'm sure we could take it. That's not the problem. But it'd be better to take Scaleria. But they haven't declared war on us yet. Well, let's just take the throne. And okay, so now Padro is going to give his troops over to General Wallace. Why? Oh, yeah, General Wallace is an independent commander, so he can't hold that many. Well, guess that means that Melas, who really is just a random dude, he's not particularly impressive, is going to get some bodyguards. Now, if anybody wants to be Melas, even though he's just a acolyte, so really not that strong, let me know now. He might become a hero at some point, and then you can't rename him. Up to you guys. Because I will allow 1 named commander and maybe 1 named mage in each army. But I wanted it to be like an awesome mage, like a Theurg. But, alright, let's see how they do against these guys. Meanwhile, Padro. Why do you still have troops, Padro? Oh, come on, Marcus. You big doof. You're going back home. Okay. Search and search. We're good to go here. Another priest. And we now see Ermor. Let's go down here to the throne. I think I have a pretty good idea of what's going on. Ermor is using the waterways for easy movement, but they're kind of expanding in a haphazard way. Scaleria is... I mean, they must be huge. I mean, they must be gigantic. And Ulm. Hopefully Ulm is big enough to... Well, Ulm's in my way now. Marius? Oh, I guess you're stuck, huh? Okay. And Virgulus, move here. So Oceania has not really taken my fertile provinces just yet. And I'm out of movement, and we are late into the game. So thank you so much for watching. As I mentioned before, please leave a comment saying thank you to Burnsaber for creating those new units for us. That is awesome. I mean, think about this. This guy does this for free, and just by listening to me and us in these set of videos, he's making changes to the mod nation, and he doesn't have to do that. I mean, it's his mod. He can do whatever he wants, and so I think the guy deserves a hearty thank you. So please leave him one. I would appreciate that very much. And that's all for today. thank you again for watching. Please leave comments. I'm just thrilled by the reaction these first few videos are getting, although I'm a little nervous at the same time because right now I have 55 people on a waiting list to be commanders. And as you can see, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe there'll be wholesale death, and at the end of this we'll be like, wow, I need more names. But right now I'm just nervous. I want to make sure everybody gets a chance to shine. So thanks so much, everybody. Have a good one.